Hello everyone and welcome to this exciting chemistry session. Today, we are embarking on a fascinating journey into the world of matter, specifically focusing on pure substances versus mixtures. We'll define what makes something pure, what constitutes a mixture, and explore how they differ. This journey will take us through 4 levels of understanding: easy, medium, hard, and hardest, building your knowledge step by step. Let's dive in. Ready to uncover the fundamental building blocks of everything around us? Let's start with the basics of what makes matter pure or a mixture. Imagine you have a glass of distilled water. Every single particle in that glass is exactly the same, an HO molecule. That's a pure substance. It has a fixed composition, meaning its chemical formula never changes, and it always has the same properties, like boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. You can't break it down into simpler things like hydrogen and oxygen using just physical methods, like filtering or boiling. Other examples include pure gold or common salt. These are the unchanging identities of matter. Now, think about a glass of lemonade. It's made of water, sugar, and lemon juice. These ingredients are just mixed together, they haven't chemically combined. You can still taste the sweetness of sugar and the tang of lemon, right? That's a mixture. It has a variable composition, meaning you can add more sugar or less lemon. Its components retain their individual properties and, importantly, you can separate them using physical methods like evaporating the water to get the salt back from salt water. Mixtures are simply blended identities. Time to test your understanding. Pause the video, think about these questions, and try to answer them based on what we've just learned. This will help solidify your grasp of pure substances and mixtures. Great job with the basics. Now, let's peel back another layer and explore the different types within pure substances and mixtures and understand their key differences more deeply. Pure substances aren't all the same. They come into main forms, elements and compounds. Elements are the simplest, like gold or oxygen, made of only one type of atom. They can't be broken down further chemically. Compounds, on the other hand, are formed when two or more elements chemically combine in a fixed ratio, like water, HO, or carbon dioxide, CO. They can be broken down, but only through chemical reactions, not physical ones. Mixtures also have their own classifications, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous mixtures, like salt water or air, are uniform throughout. You can't see the individual components because they're evenly distributed, forming what we often call a solution. Heterogeneous mixtures, however, are not uniform. Think about sand and water, or oil and water. You can clearly see the different parts. Their properties vary from one point to another within the mixture. So, what are the core differences? Pure substances have a fixed recipe and fixed properties. Mixtures have a variable recipe and their properties are a blend of their parts. You can separate mixtures physically, but pure substances need chemical reactions to break them down. Plus, pure substances have specific melting and boiling points, while mixtures often melt or boil over a range. These distinctions are crucial for understanding how matter behaves. Alright, let's challenge ourselves with these medium-level questions. Take your time to consider the deeper classifications and distinctions we've discussed. How well can you differentiate and provide examples for each category? Feeling confident? Excellent. It's time to elevate our understanding and explore the deeper scientific principles behind pure substances and mixtures. The consistent composition of pure substances, especially compounds, is due to specific chemical bonds. These bonds dictate a unique structure and unchanging chemical properties. For instance, water always has two hydrogens bonded to one oxygen, giving it predictable behavior. Mixtures lack these chemical bonds between components, they're just physically mixed. This means components retain their individual identities, leading to variable overall properties depending on the ratio of mixing. Consider melting and boiling points. Pure substances have sharp, definite points because all their molecules have uniform intermolecular forces, requiring the same energy to change state. Mixtures, with their varied components, have non-uniform forces. This leads to them melting or boiling over a temperature range as different components require different energies to overcome their interactions. This fundamental difference is why physical separation methods work for mixtures but not for pure substances. Beyond the basics, we encounter interesting nuances. Allotropes, like diamond and graphite, are different forms of the same pure element, showing how atomic arrangement impacts properties. Isomers are compounds with the same formula but different structures, making them distinct pure compounds. Understanding these concepts helps us appreciate the intricate world of matter and why we categorize substances the way we do. Now, for the hard-level questions. These require you to think critically, apply the concepts, and connect them to underlying chemical principles. Good luck! You've journeyed far. Now, prepare to tackle the most challenging aspects of pure substances and mixtures. We'll explore their behavior from advanced scientific perspectives and real-world applications. From a thermodynamic viewpoint, pure substances, especially ordered crystals, represent a state of lower entropy or disorder. Their formation often involves a decrease in Gibbs free energy, indicating a stable chemical entity. Mixtures, conversely, tend to form spontaneously due to an increase in entropy, reflecting a greater degree of molecular disorder. This entropic drive often outweighs energy changes, explaining why many substances readily mix. Phase diagrams for pure substances show precise melting and boiling points. For mixtures, however, these points often become ranges, and we observe phenomena like colligative properties. These are properties, like boiling point elevation or freezing point depression, that depend solely on the concentration of solute particles, not their identity. This is crucial in many industrial processes, from antifreeze to desalting water, and a key differentiator in material behavior. Analytical chemistry relies heavily on distinguishing pure substances from mixtures. Techniques like chromatography separate components based on differential interactions, helping us identify and quantify substances in complex mixtures. Spectroscopy provides unique fingerprints for pure compounds, allowing us to assess purity by detecting extraneous signals. These advanced tools are indispensable in research, quality control, and environmental monitoring, directly leveraging the fundamental differences we've discussed. The impact of purity is immense across industries. In pharmaceuticals, even trace impurities can render a drug ineffective or harmful. In electronics, ultra-pure materials are essential for device performance. Environmentally, separating complex mixtures is vital for water purification and managing air quality. Understanding pure substances and mixtures is not just academic. It underpins countless real-world applications and technological advancements that shape our daily lives. You've made it to the hardest level. These questions are designed to challenge your deepest understanding and critical thinking. They reflect the kind of problems you might encounter in competitive exams or advanced studies. Give them your best shot. Continuing with our hardest level questions. These problems require synthesis of knowledge from various scientific domains. Think broadly, connect concepts, and articulate your answers thoroughly. This is where true mastery is demonstrated. Congratulations on completing this comprehensive journey through pure substances versus mixtures. We've covered everything from basic definitions to advanced thermodynamic principles and real-world applications. If you found this session helpful, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. For more interactive learning, practice questions, and detailed solutions, visit synapse.omaps.in. Keep exploring, keep learning, and stay curious.